Central Blue offers families a safe and high-quality lifestyle at affordable prices. You can choose from freestanding homes, townhouses, duplexes, and apartments. Get on board and live the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Contact us today. Visit our website, centralblue.co.za. Call us at 087 096 0962 or send us an email at sales@centralblue.co.za for more information.
Tune in to Culture Talk with the Khoi Kween every Tuesday from the hours of 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. exclusive to Radio Yesterday. For more content, like and follow Khoi Culture on Facebook and Instagram. Kai Ganga.
Die ding zijn naam is Soes, muziek wat die ziel greep. Van jouw album tot jouw mixtape, jouw iPod tot jouw DJ. Lig je volume op, laat die speakers klop, beat stop. Soes females wat binnen wees, dat beteken die season signs en zekere states. My hartse punt is een 10 van toon tot kroon 2. Die my flawless gorgeous, jas, liefheid zij. Soes die waarheid, wiele dwaase willen skate na. Hoe kan een lieg zo mooi klink? Soes die kwaal in jouw paper, voet die bal, vervang me soet die kool. Hoe ges die prijzen? Soes die gelijk wat jou lijf giet, voor pijn of plezier gewys en uitstier. Meisie, ik hou van een ronde getal, soos jou fiek horizontaal, squeeze het vir my.
Net so swamatei, kom ons deel net so.
Wat is die naam nou weer? Oh ja. Soos een bezel poetsie vrees op die classic Manenburg wat jazz kritiek sprees. Ik hou die record soos athletes, my flow is een gouden middel wat ik dangle op beats basically. Met een unique flavor, preferably in die chef's suitcase. Heet zij lekker gefriet, bega voor feet blaze. Zet ik klappen met 3 tafels is gedekt, bon appetit. Zonder release date, en die donners wat voor mommers wat nes op het ties lijkt. Die skop had ze trek van een peacepipe, die blok had ze opstep met die wonderwerken. Zien zij? Die mijn ding, minder wet en zo lijken. De architect big spoeg feiten. Het zaad op voor die laatkomers, hoe lijken dat? Zijn magazijn en laat ons koppel.
Skat nou samen met mij, kom op, stik uit en move. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, net so swamatei, kom ons deel net so. Yeah, yeah. Ow!
Yes, our station, our talent, our people.
Die ding rukkie.
Khoi man, Khoi vrouw, Khoi man, Khoi vrouw.
Khoi man kom luister, Khoi man kom luister, Khoi man kom luister, is met jou nou. Khoi vrouw kom luister, Khoi vrouw kom luister, Khoi vrouw kom luister, is met jou nou. Die Khoi san man, die Khoi san vrouw.
Kom huis toe. Hey, Davidis kai gangang skaites wadu to Kikonske a Khoi Kween. And if you can hear my voice, it means that you are tuned into the best radio show, guys. Yes, I have the audacity. And kai gangangs to all the people on the live stream greeting me in my language. You know, I love it so much when people are greeting me in my language. Yeah, we have Joshua Kunia all the way from our YouTube live saying Tavedes, Khoi Kween, Tavedes to you as well. And then we have Wild Bigly on the Facebook saying Tavedes, Khoi Kween, Tavedes to all the lovely viewers. And guys, to those who are tuned in who might not know what Tavedes means, guys. Tavedes means hello in Khoi Kukuvab. And that is how the Khoi Kween normalizes the language, just so one word at a time, one step at a time. So kai gangangs for that, guys. Do not forget that you can stream this show via our many social media platforms, guys. You can find us live on the Facebook, interact with us on our Facebook Live, on our Radio East River page at yes, you'll see that we are live, as well as our YouTube, like Mr. J. Kania in the comments saying Tavedes. All the way on our YouTube channel, you just have to search Radio East River. You'll see that we are live. And then you can also in Khoi Kween. So much ngami to each and everyone that is tuned in, guys. Then, of course, do not forget the best ways to experience Radio East River and Culture Talk with me, guys, is to, of course, there's two ways. But I'm going to first tell you the one way, and then I'm going to save the best for last. So the first way to tune in is to definitely visit our website at www.radioeastriver.co.za. There you can stream our audio as well as our visual. So we give you the benefit of the doubt, whether you want the traditional radio feel or you want the new live stream. Definitely visit our website. And then, of course, guys, the best way to experience Radio East River, hey guys, this is a vital way, guys, is to download the Radio East River app. Definitely download our app. It is available for free for you to download. All you need is an internet connection, and you can download it on any and all smart devices. So definitely go in your Play Store, search there, go everywhere, iOS, search, download, guys, and there you can experience the Culture Talk magic in its full glory. And then, of course, 0645369095. That is the WhatsApp line for you to slide into the Khoi Kween's DMs. That is the number of our WhatsApp line here at Radio East River. And Radio East River, who is Radio East River? For those of you who might be tuned in and you may be, you're just checking it out, guys. Radio East River is the leading internet radio station in Cape Town, proudly sponsored by Cell C and newly partnered with Cape Town TV. So definitely, guys, we are almost on 6 million streams, guys. We are there. We are always there, reaching that peak mark. I'm going to come out and say it, that by the end of the month, we would have reached that 6 million streams, guys. Definitely. So very much, so much ngami to everybody out there who is constantly liking and just loving and supporting what we do here at Radio East River. Want ons sê mos ons stasie, ons talent en ons mense. En wie is ons mense? U wat nou ingeskakel is, wat nou my stem kan hoor. Daai is ons mense. Dierbaars. My Afrikaans klink baie mooi. And it sounds almost so 3D in these headphones, guys. Guys, I speak 3 languages on the show, guys. You can give me a round of applause. I would like to take that this is the only radio show where we speak Khoi also, guys. So definitely, guys, I'll give myself a hats up to that, guys. But today in studio, let me not get there, guys. For those who are maybe tuned in for the first time, wondering what is Culture Talk all about. So you're seeing this and you're wondering, you're listening to this chick. Who is this chick with the beads? Khoi Kween. Guys, this is a show hosted by a proud indigenous woman on a mission to uplift and restore the indigenous communities of South Africa. And all of this is done through a movement that I started called Khoi Culture. You can follow us on YouTube. Soon to be YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. And there we normalize the language. We share everything to do with Khoi culture, Nama culture, everything. The Khoisan term is just the broad term, what we use to generalize all of that. But all the indigenous, magic, that is what the Khoi Kween is promoting on Khoi culture. So definitely, guys, definitely. Joshua saying mingles Khoi and sometimes Jo language. Mr. J. Nogal J.O. language. No, I don't think it's Mengels. Mengels was two. I say, I'm going to make my own language here. Tringels. Ons is Tringels. Ooh, I see I have a WhatsApp that came through here. Let's just get it, guys. 0645369095. That is the vital WhatsApp line. I got a number here that's saying greetings. Greetings right back at you, and Kai Gangangs for staying tuned into the leading internet radio station, guys. So last week I had a vital show, and please do go and check out the previous shows of Culture Talk. If you like what you're hearing here, if you like my vibe, you like the energy, you like the knowledge that is being spit here, guys, then definitely go and follow us. Definitely go and follow us. But definitely you can catch it on the Radio East River page on our YouTube. All you need to do is search Culture Talk with Khoi Kween, and then you somehow see the yellow episodes pop up, guys. Yellow episodes. Like, share the yellow episodes, guys. There is the whole bunch of content in there. But today, however, guys, I have another vital guest, guys. I always have vital guest. The Khoi Kween always has something popping for you, something new, and definitely something great, something indigenous. You know, whenever I had Joey or Anastasia here, then I always say it's Khoi girl magic. Yes. So today it's once again Khoi girl magic, as I have Annalize here from the Iziko Musuems of South Africa in studio with me today. She is here already. You know, I like guests wat op tyds is. I don't like guests who are late, guys. I will say it, guys. You know, being punctual, it says a lot about someone's character, guys. And as the modern Khoi, guys, also is op 'n ander level, guys. Also businesses, art museums. We are not running around in the veld wearing velletjies, guys. That is also what the Khoi Kween is promoting. The modern Khoi, guys, like, we have evolved into times. Like this weekend, I was speaking to someone and then they were like, yeah, Lens, you were Khoi San activist. And I'm like, what the hell is a Khoi San activist, guys? I don't like these terms that we like to put on our people. There's no such thing as a Zulu activist or Tswana activist, a Xhosa activist. They just Xhosas, they just Zulus, they just Tswana. So me, I'm just being who I am. No such thing as a Khoi San activist, guys. Definitely, guys. I'm just being me, being the Khoi Queen. Hi, definitely, guys. 0645369095. That is the WhatsApp line, and I am gonna have the guest with me in the studio. But we're gonna take a quick music break, guys, and then when we come back, we are gonna be having the main lady in the building, baby. Ooh, I love how myself as a poet, I can just end up rhyming these things, you know. So this next song that I'm gonna be playing for you guys is called Kretoa, and it is by the one and only Amanda Louis Stone, the Khoi Noi, and she was a guest on my show a few weeks back, actually a few months back, and she's possibly coming on again next week. So, you know, if you want your music to be played, Culture Talk is the place to go on, because the Khoi Kween plays your music constantly, guys. And for those who don't know who Kretoa is, guys, go do your research. Go search for Culture Talk with the Khoi Kween episodes. I have a lot of episodes dedicated to Kretoa. But with no further ado, let's enjoy.
Kretoa, 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 Kretoa.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Tidang Raki.
Kretoa, Kretoa, mama setro pra meisiekie. Kretoa, Kretoa, sê my waar is jy? Kretoa, Kretoa, mama se lang been meisiekie. Kretoa, Kretoa, mama se lief vir jou. Kretoa is myne lied. Kretoa sê o my eerste menskind. Ons mama stil sweye waar ons uitwissinge gewis. Ons papa stil bly dra, bring armoede mee. Vyanskind sien ons menslikheid raak en byt dit uit. Ek vervloek jou kom 1652. Ag, was dit maar net 'n droom. Kratoa sê, o my minnemenskind, erken my pynstorie, ek wag op julle, want vijandskind se lees soek bitter beloftes, verdwyn soos mis voor die son, maak my heimwee stil. Kratoa sê, hoor my stem, by Tafelsbergs voet lê my storie nog onbekend. Kratoa, kratoa, mama se droom meisiekie. Kratoa, kratoa, sê my waar is jy? Kratoa sê, o my heuningbruin kind, ek, jy, ons, is mos Afrika's eerste menskind. Ek, jy, ons, is mos Afrika's eerste mens, bemindes. Ons testament nie op papier, maar vir ewig op kliptafels rotswande ingeënt. Kratoa sê, o my korrelkopkind mens, van ouds af word ons vreed uitgewis, as slawe verkoop. Ons is verstrooid en nou so verdeeld. Kratoa sê, o my Khoisanskind, maar hele kloksgeslagsgebrul maak my heimwee stil. Hier aan die Kaapse punt, maak my heimwee stil. Hier aan die Kaapse punt. Kratoa sê, o my leliekind mens, die winter is verby, die sangtyd het aangebreek. Die bloeisels word in ons land gesien, die tortelduif laat haar stem weer hoor. Vang al hierdie klein jakkelsies wat die wingerde so verneel. Ons wingerde staan al lang, al in bloei. Kratoa sê, o my Afrika suidpunt korrelkopkind mens, dit is ons land, dit is ons pyl en boog, dit is ons oude taal, dit is ons kliksgeklank, enig in sy soort. Dit is ons reeldanstone, dit is ons kruiegeer, die wijnrijk, die boegel, die hottelskooi, 'n wieroksgeer op eer van God. Kratoa sê, o my lievelingskind, kom, sing saam met my eie Kratoa sê, in eenheid, liefde,
How long do you think data should last for?
Forever.
Exactly. Forever. It's Cell C's new prepaid plan. Just load airtime and use it as you choose for data, calls, and SMSs that don't expire.
No ways.
This simple plan has flat rates. Just 49 cents a minute for calls and 60 Rand a gig. No manga.
And how do I get this new plan?
Get your Cell C starter pack today and dial *108# to join forever. T's and C's apply. Cell C, change your world.
Hey there, music lovers. Looking for a place to find all your music needs? Well, look no further than Tom's, the heart of music. At our Tom's Heritage Square and Belleville stores, you can shop guitars, drums and percussion, studio and home recording equipment, pro audio and DJ equipment, pianos and keyboards. We're also the Western Cape's only authorized dealers of Gibson and Epiphone guitars. Come visit us at 65 Clayton Street, Heritage Square, Cape Town, or 92 Edward Street, Tiger Valley, Belleville, and let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you find what you need.
Tune in to Culture Talk with the Khoi Kween every Tuesday from the hours of 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. exclusive to Radio Yesterday. For more content, like and follow Khoi Culture on Facebook and Instagram. Kai Gangangs.
Our station,
our talent, our people.
Tidang Ragi.
0645369095. That is our WhatsApp line. And you are tuned into the leading internet radio station, which is none other than Radio Istrava. Onze stasie, onze talent en heeltyd awesome mense. And you know that end at the last part, the favorite one that everyone has, die ding ruggie. Guys, before the break, I was playing you guys some music from the one and only Amanda Louis Stone, the Khoi Noi, guys. I feel like the Khoi world is a really small world because my guest here, Annalize, she also knows it. It's just amazing how connected we all really are. But Annalize, Kai Gangangs for, taking time out of your day to join me in the studio. And welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Amazing, man. So for all the people out there who don't know, I said in the post that you are working with the Iziko Museums. But now before you got there, you had to start somewhere. So I like to start with my guests, Tell me a little bit more about your upbringing and how you came to become Annalize.
The journey of Annalize is still continuing, actually. It never ends, no matter how old or how young you are. But I mean, it's very weird, the things that I've studied in my life, because a lot of people ask, how did you become a curator? And I mean, not a lot of people even know what a curator is. But even working at the museum, I mean, you have your odd jobs when you're young. And then you find a way just so that you can earn a living. And then I got into the museum world, and then I started studying. And now my job is my passion.
Definitely. So now when it comes to, being aware of your roots, I see your beads. I like your beads. It was the first thing I saw.
That's how I roll.
Definitely. Yes. Oh, my beads. I don't want to talk about my beads.
No.
But my beads are in replacement stage now. I'm still making new ones, but last week they gave in.
No, it happens, don't worry.
It definitely does happen. But speaking of the beads, man, when and what age did you come to realization of your Khoi?
Your coyness.
Yes, your coyness, yeah.
No, when we were younger, we obviously had like Heritage Day events at school, and then I would always ask, but now what must I wear? Wat moet ek dra?
I feel like we all have that.
Moet ek 'n kappie dra? Moet ek 'n voorskootjie dra? I don't know. And there was no Google that time.
Yes.
It was encyclopedia and so on. But I mean, also the history that we were studying then was very different from now. So the history that I learned, especially in school, about what indigenous people are, was very different and difficult. So for me, when they were like talking about the Bushmen in primary school, I didn't like the way they were described. And then obviously it was very negative, and it stuck with me, and that is basically what led to me doing my research on cultural identity of Khoisan and colored women in the Northern and the Western Cape. Because that thesis is basically a journey not only for other women but also for myself. So yeah, I mean, I spoke to almost 300 women about how they interpret and basically formulate their cultural identity using things like your skin color, your hair, your body shape, things like that. Because those are all things that they spoke about in primary school, about what a Bushman is. And then I started doing the research, and in discovering all these stories, it helps you to learn more about yourself. So I mean, my journey is still a journey. It goes on every day.
Definitely, one step at a time.
One step at a time.
So you came into you're talking about studying the indigenous people and all of that things. Where did the arts come in?
The arts.
Yeah, you must be working in the museum. How did
generally arts? So at Iziko we have 3 different departments. We have natural history, which is like your plants, your animals. We have our gallery, which is our art section, and then we have social history. So social history is where I come in.
Oh, okay.
So social history is basically everything to do with, like who we are as people, things like that, and how we exhibit that in our museums. So that is what I do right now.
Sure. You're just out here representing our people. And it's not an easy job, eh?
No, it's not an easy job, but the thing is, like my father even said today, if you love what you do, you never really work a day in your life. So that is just the thing. Like I love waking up. I love going to work. I love having difficult conversations with people. But that's one thing that my job allows me to do. It's that it allows me to have these conversations where there's not always a space. So those are the exhibitions that I also try and bring in. I also try and bring more community voices into the museum space. See.
Definitely. So you are the one who's plugging all of our people in here. I just want to look at some of the comments that we have coming in. We have Wabili saying, educate us, Queen. Then we have Jillian Daniels saying, Tavides Khoi Kween. Looking gorgeous as usual. Guys, don't flatter me so much. I so believe. Then Wabili saying, one Ngami. Oh, thank you so much. Much Ngami to everybody that is tuned in. And I'm super excited for my vital guest. But before, guys, I have to give an apology, guys. So we were supposed to be more than one. In fact, more than two. We were supposed to be three. But then, life happens. So definitely I'll try to get Lucretia in on another day.
Definitely.
And your colleague, definitely. I don't even want to talk about the things that's going to happen through there. Alright, guys. People ain't ready. What I wanted to ask before we go to a music break, if you could have one moment where you really I don't know, there's always that one moment that kind of defines why you're gonna go. I don't want to. You must just hear my drift. I don't know how to now phrase it, but one moment that kind of defines why you have this passion for what you were doing.
Okay, so like I said, my thesis is about physical features. And, in our community, hair is a big thing.
Yes.
And there was a comment one day about my hair and about, who we are as people. And then I was like, but who decides? How was this decision made and why is it being basically forced on me? And then I was like, okay, let me go find out. Let me do my research. Let me speak to some people. And that basically led me on the journey. Of your history, your current and your future, so that journey continues.
Definitely. I love how it's something that happened, man. And you didn't let it get you down. You'd use that as fuel.
Oh, definitely.
Annie Brandt. Kagi, there's a song about that. But it's not a song appropriate for the show. But definitely, guys, 0645369095. That is our WhatsApp line, guys. We're going to be taking a quick music break. And then when we do come back, we are going to be continuing our chat and getting to know Annalize a bit better, guys. I might still pull a stunt. So yeah, the radio is will be full stunts. I'm still thinking what stunt I want to pull. Based on your energies, I'm going to feel what kind of a stunt you can handle, guys. But definitely stay tuned, guys.
Our station,
our talent, our people.
Tidang Ragi.
Kulture's Market offers the best quality, locally sourced, and 100% halal meats. Visit our store at Sambri Square Mall. Contact us at 021-565-0499 TPM for your halal meats.
Reimagine your future this fantastic Friday. Get the Samsung Galaxy A33 on Pinnacle 2GB top-up for only 299 Rand per month for 36 months. Plus, get 10 gigs once-off extra data absolutely free. Call 084-145, go online or visit a Celsi store. Valid from 3 to 5 March while stocks last. T's and C's apply. Celsi, change your world.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Tidang Ragi.
Are you looking for a car, but not just any car, your dream car? Then listen up. Dream 11 Cars is the place for you. We specialize in matching the right driver with the right car. With a range of vehicles to choose from, whether you need an everyday runner, work bucky, something elegant, a student vehicle, a safe vehicle for a mother transporting kids, or a sports car for a young man, chances are it's waiting for you at Dream 11 Cars. To arrange a viewing and test drive, call us on 061 475 1661 or visit our website on dream11cars.co.za. Dream 11 Cars, the family of integrity.
Hey. Ik hoop je dat vergeet van mij nu. Hey, ze willen nog gaan met Bigly. Ik ga weer in de studio. Nee, ik wil een dankje zeggen voor jou. En vanavond komen. Ik wil een weet. Als je mij kan. Yo, us, the dreams. Ik like the way die girl mij laat feel. Zij maakt me warm, het is easy. Niet easy om te krijgen. Easy om te vreemden. Ik kan niet strijden met dromen. Zie nou heel aan, want ze zoeken met dromen. Schrijf nou die vers, kan ze horen, het is mijn woorden. Yeah.
Dus ik denk eens aan jou. Didn't think it pay off. Dus ik denk eens aan jou.
In zijn serie van mijn glimlach op een donkerdag. En die donkerte schijnt zij zo helder. Kooi zijn girl, ik weet ik in je waarde. Ouwe, ik is net een kooi man. Van die platteland en zij is die vrouw wat ik zie in mijn future. Zij het mij kom uithalen uit die donker dieptes. Kom eens maak geschiedenis, beautiful gebeurtenis. Doe ik jou gemieten. Ik het bij je zeer wat mij lang gedefeated. Ik het bij je scars wat mij lang gelaat bleeden. Doe ik jou ontmoet, toen besef ik dat.
Dus ik denk eens aan jou. Didn't think it pay off. Dus ik denk eens aan jou. Didn't think it pay off.
Wow. Mijn bro, wat maakt die man nou? Wow. Mijn bro, wat maakt die man nou?
Tune in to Culture Talk with the Khoi Kween every Tuesday from the hours of 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. exclusive to Radio Yesterday. For more content, like and follow Khoi Culture on Facebook and Instagram. Kai Gangangs.
Yes, sir.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Tidang Rugby.
Tidang Rugby. 0645369095. That is our vital WhatsApp line, guys. That song that I just played now it's no stranger to Culture Talk, guys. It is Take You Met Yo by Wow Bigley featuring myself, the Khoi Kween. My guest couldn't believe that's me that's singing there. I'm like, yes, it's me. It's me. But definitely, guys, we are still chilling here on the amazing show on the leading internet radio station. My current guest for today is Annalize, and we were actually having, I think we had we were having such a nice conversation during the music break. I feel like it's so nice to conversate with the cameras on. Because now, but I just want to say, at the beginning of every show, and for some reason I didn't give this disclaimer. Maybe it was the Lord knowing that I had to give the disclaimer at this point in time. So the disclaimer is, I know that some of the things discussed on the show might be triggering or harsh, but just know that everything done here is done in a spirit of love, light, and truth. And sometimes the truth isn't always pretty, and sometimes the truth hurts. But just know, these opinions that are said here in no way reflects the opinions of Radio Yesterday, Celsi, or any of our partners or sponsors. This is purely the Khoi Kween and Annalize's opinions. Yes, ik gooi you that. If you have any complaints, email the Bros Complaints Commission. I'm just kidding about that part. But definitely, Annalize, we had a lot to say. But I want to say, what is your take on chiefs in the Khoi community?
They say that's a bandera, né? You know, I think people can choose what they want to be. You know, and especially working in the museum sector, jy kan nie vir iemand sê wie hulle is nie. You know, whether it doesn't matter the color of your skin or how you choose to identify yourself. So we can't tell you. You know, but what does kind of get to me is when yesterday I saw you and now today you are a chief. You know, 2:30 today, and then what happened?
Yeah.
You know, and for me, it's also, you know, if you're going to take on a title like that, then you must do it for a purpose and for the people. You know, so if you are going to say, I'm a chief for who? Who are you leading? Who are you guiding? How were you nominated to this position? And why are you there? What are your responsibilities? So it's not just a title for the sake of titles. You know, there has to be, you know, rules and regulations and respect for the title as well, I feel, you know. So if you respect the title and who you are and why you're saying so, then it will be a different situation. But just no vandaag en gister en dan
I'm also a chief.
And
the Max gets a chief. You know, it's funny, no? Because I was from the Noord Cape, man. So there's a family there. They're also very Khoi-centric. Maar ek en my ma lag altyd, man. Nou, hulle nou 'n klein, man. Niemand het ooit van die klein gehoor. Like in the history books, like, you know, there are some tribes that you, okay, Kurana tribe, okay, this is Nama tribe, okay. Hulle, ek gaan nie die name sê nie, want dan gaan hulle nou weet dis hulle. Maar hulle nou nie. Nee, toe kom die Noord-Kaapse mense, ek ben 'n bus vol mense om my uit te kom bring. But they have a clan. It's just one family, right? Dad is the chief. Mom is the queen. Son is the prince. And there's 3 princesses, and now they're daughters now. And for me, it just feels very dishonest. For us, it feels like we sometimes, by doing that, we are making a mockery of our culture in the first place because it's untruthful. We don't walk around wearing fialichis. We don't have chiefs. We don't have chiefs. Like like you said earlier on, who are you leading to do what? What is the objective? Like, what is the purpose, man? Have you ever seen? No, man. Okay. Have you ever like had a moment where you like saw people like trying to sit on, man? With the chief, like you could see, nah, man.
It was just a moment. Like
doing too much.
Nee, man. Waarom is the reverse daar? Like, hoe would I know gebeur? Yeah, you know, I don't want to be like too specific, but I've had, you know, episodes where ek was sommer gevra, you know, ek is nou die prince of die chief en jy moet nou my taxi vir huis toe gee, you know.
Wait. Wait, I have sound effects with that. Wait, quickly say that again. Wait, quickly say that again about the taxi fare. Please.
Oh, and he's the prince of a chief and I maak jy taxi fare. That's my favorite song. Oh, yes. So, yeah. That was the sound that was playing in my head.
You see, I got you.
Yes. But I can't, no.
You raised a vital point. It was now a funny example. Now we laughed about it. But I think like you achieve, but like you ran over taxi fare now. So that is just like what are you trying to achieve? Who do you want to look up to? I think for us as Khoi people, as a Khoi nation, we need to get to that point where we can actually unite as a people, meet up at some way. I'm giving the people, whoever is the Khoi people, national Khoi, what's, listen. We all need to meet up with these different leaders for like a weekend or so. And we need to work an agenda. What are we trying to accomplish end of this year? Okay, do we want to get into parliament? How many seats? We need a national spokesperson. We need a treasurer. We need this. We need that. That's how we're going to get to the point where people are actually going to start respecting us as a people. Van ons kan nie 'n saamstem of wie se chief is nie.
But this is the thing, is that also we need to unite and get our house together as a
Yes.
You know, voor ons kan sê wat ons wil hê, moet ons eerst sê wie en waartoe ons
Mm,
you know?
mm.
Because that is, like even with the taxi fare situation, I was just like, oh, Chico, to laat ons twee gou gesels. You know, because as much as that sound played in my head, I'm also just thinking, if it wasn't me that you were asking now, what would someone else have thought about you or my culture, or how I identify myself, and you come in and you're doing this. So I said, you know, let us have respect for one another first. You know, because jy kan nou nie vir my kom staan en sê, jy moet nou van my gee nie. Moet for what? For who? You know, so it was that, just trying to be agter die story van die story. Because oudjie, jy moet jou kom vandaan kry, man. You know, onze mense was nie disrespectful teenoor ander mense nie, veral teenoor vroue. So that was also just the thing. So for me, it's, as much as we want to get to where we want to get to, you know, we need to stand together. Because that is the biggest way that we're going to get to our end result. And we have to make that end result clear for everybody amongst ourselves. You know, en het is nie net een persoon wat gaan sê, dit moet gedoen word of daai moet gedoen word. But it's just that there's so much, you know, and even working in the museum, we deal with a lot of difficult histories and a lot of painful histories. I mean, even talking about my primary school years, the histories that we were taught then, you know, it wasn't the truth. So this is also the thing that we need, that we're very sensitive about, is, you know, when people come, they want to learn the histories and their stories, especially in the museum. You know, we need to realize, what history do you know? What history are you reading? Because everyone, the narrative is changing. And mense gaan doen hulle eie navorsing and things like that. And that is why you have people coming up saying, this is my tribe and that is my tribe. You know, so who's right? And who has the right to decide? You know, aan die einde van die dag, is het nou ek, of is het jy, of is het die chief van Hofpas toe gister? You know, that is the thing. It's as much as we can laugh about it, was moet lag. You know, because that's what our people do, is lag deur die pyn. And we deur alles. But at the end of the day is, we need to try and find unity amongst our people at the end of the day.
What would you say is the biggest challenge for us to get to that point of unity? What is the hurdle, the biggest hurdle? As ons net die kan, then we stand a point. We stand a chance at reaching that point.
Daar's net een ding nie. Unfortunately. It's not just a thing of, you know, los gou eers die geld man, ons kan later by die geld uitkom, later by die kar of whatever. You know, at the end of the day, we in Cape Town, like, I mean, you're from the Noord-Kaap, or you know people in the Noord-Kaap, but the situation here, even Pakketberg, which is still Western Cape, is different. How they experience it then, how we experience it here. Yes. You know, and that is what my research has also taught me, is that one, people don't know who they are and where they come from, and also what they knew themselves to be in the past, of wat jou ouma of jou ouma grootjie vir jou gesê het, was dan gemaak as wat 'n lelike ding is. You know, so there's all of that trauma and history that people need to deal with, because it's literally, it comes from within inside yourself at the end of the day. Because where yourself full in your self-respect here. Because this is where it comes from. If I respect myself inside, then I will treat you with more respect.
Definitely. You spoke a bit about research in your thesis, so I'd like to know a bit more. And I'm sure the listeners out there would know. What is the current thesis that you're working on?
The current thesis, jy maak asof ek baie het. No, yeah, so it's a master's in archaeology, and it is different dorpies, communities, and speak to different women. I've spoken to some men as well, from different ages, from 19 to 90. And it's just amazing to listen to how, you know, especially when you go to like an afgeleerd dorp, you're like, what? Okay, I won't say it's afgeleerd, but I was never in Komaggas. It's literally at world's end.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yes. You know, you go to different dorps, like 20 dorpies, and you listen to people's stories, and you realize that there's not a lot of place for conversations like this to happen. Because obviously when you come in there with a name like Annalize, Kotze, one, you get a little klaar en was nou weer 'n boeremeid wat kom. That's number one hurdle. Two, you're studying at UCT. Okay, so the Engels gaan miskien nou weer opraak. And then you come in and then you look, I never realized how light of complexion I am, but going to I was like, they make it blast. But then when you start talking Afrikaans, also there's these different hurdles that you have to pieces. Started before lockdown. Yeah, but obviously I had to do fieldwork. So jy moet mos nou na different plekke toe gaan, different mense moet jy mee gesels. So you can't go there and you remember there was a time where Cape Town was the epic. So yeah,
how would you see people?
The response was overwhelming. There were some very difficult stories that came out. Stories I was not prepared for. You know, you have your questions that you have to ask, but obviously it's not like a script that you can't. You know,
it just
when
happens,
it comes to feelings and emotions, and you're talking about history and trauma and dinge soos daai. I mean, a thing like hair was literally what encouraged me to do my thesis, and it was very funny because every time I do my hair differently, so ek het my hair was af, dan het ek braids, dan het ek 'n halve koppie, and then you know
switch it up.
Yeah, so it's also very fascinating to see how people, especially our people, treat a female because of their hair. And then you also had men coming out and talking about their hair journeys and things like that. Yes, yeah. Die man was
haar journeys.
So kan nie meer hy vrou so nou nie, so gaan pentjies weg. So ja. Of een yes is the plant, of hy is 'n bietjie te donker, of you know, there's things like this that we make fun of, that families do. But you know, for people to have that space to actually just talk about something like that, something that you think is insignificant as my nose, you know, but it's the trauma that people went through, so jy kan lag, jy kan huil, jy kan, but there's that space. And that safe space for people to actually talk about it. And until you do, and until they didn't realize how important it was to have that conversation. So, I mean, it was a privilege for me to be able to go through that journey with him. But in the same way, I'm then also going through and finding out who I am in the whole process. Want dan vra hulle vir jou, what is joy? You know? And it's a difficult question to answer. Because sometimes different situations and circumstances dictate who you are. And people also judge you before they know you. You know, so it's not always easy, but it has to happen. And when they ask me, I say, I have to decide. That's how I feel. As ek nou voel ek is 'n boesman meid, dan sê ek is 'n boesman meid. As ek nou voel ek is 'n Griekwa, dan sê ek dit is wat ek is. Because who are we to define me? You know, so that's why I'm like, ek kan nie daai take fame and ek can judge you.
Definitely. You know, I love the fact that you touched on that now because speaking of Kritoa early on, and we also listened to the song of Kritoa by Khoi Kween. And Kritoa is most like a mother figure. And I'm thinking now something you said. It reminded me, so it's amazing, another instance of just how small the world is. And I think it's maybe a vital contact for you. But once I get in the studio, I'll link you. So this lady came in. Afrikaner, white lady. Cypher Afrikaans. And she comes in and then she's like, she sees the Khoi culture banner. And then she's like, oh, is he Khoi san mense? And then I wasn't in the studio that time. So I think I was off that day. And then the presenter of the show was like, yeah, Khoi Kween is hier. So program wat sy doen. There's actually way more Khois than you think. But anyway. So then she was like, yeah, van ek is 'n Khoi.
Okay.
And then like people were shocked. And then it's like, yeah, my oma grootjie is Kritoa. And then she sent me like the document with how her family tree works and stuff. And I was like, oh my word, this is the living descendants of the mother figure of the Khoi nation. But they are not necessarily considered to be of Khoi descendant because of their hair and their skin and such stuff like that. So the fact that, you know, it feels so like we're all working in sync kind of with the discoveries. Even the fact that hybrid. Hybrid van die kerk.
Hybrid.
I've been saying hybrid. And when she made that discovery about Kritoa, that was like a, whoa, like this is not the face that we knew of Kritoa. So the fact that, you know, you're studying these things, it all kind of like leaks in. And I'm actually looking forward to the day that, you know, all of these things we do, these little things, you know, talking to this auntie or doing whatever, it's going to all paint up to a bigger picture. And then the world that our kids live in, they don't have to be confused when it comes to Heritage Day as to what they're going to wear or what they are. And ek was al baie goed te gesê, we on Heritage Day. Guys, can we just discuss how colors feel on it? I don't believe in the term color, I always say, but I just use it as a point of reference. So can we just discuss how colors feel on Heritage Day, guys? That is like an uncomfortable conversation. I don't think if you don't want to admit it out loud, it's very, very uncomfortable. I've seen kids going to school with Manchester United t-shirts. And I'm like, yo, was this lost?
That's just the thing. If this is how they feel that they can express their culture, and Manchester United works for that Heritage Day, it doesn't mean that the conversation can't still happen with a child. You know, don't take that Manchester United away from him at that time. You see, because it's a stage that they go through, but the discussion must still be had. That is the thing, and that's the nice thing about talking to even younger kids, like in primary school and high school. Like, how do you feel about your hair? But the hair thing is a very comfortable thing nowadays. You know? It's not like it was back in the day with me. You know, waar je armen gefleerd wordt en beetje Vaseline
ik kan niet jouw draad zien nu. Ja, dat is nou af, maar ik wonder wat die type draad is.
Maggie, don't let me. I grew up beetje als zo'n asphalt afro, like so.
Shit!
Yeah, but yeah. No, you see that the draad was also a thing. So the draad is so een beetje van een zachte draad, als je zo'n mens, zo'n beetje van een tijdraadje, als je nog zo'n mens. And this is what we do, you know. But it's nice to have this conversation, especially with younger kids, about how you feel about it. Because ik en jij kan nou een gesprek hebben van hoe ons voelen als haren. Maar aan de andere kant, you know, dat een ander maas kan wat nou sê, maar jouw haren lijkt je mooi omdat het zo lijkt je. That is then the difficult conversation about why this judgment towards hair is there, or your skin color, or things like that.
What do you think is like the deeper? There's always an underlying thing, like a deeper meaning. Why do we hate on our hair? Where does that come from? From what does it stem?
Oh no, it's definitely how we were classified back in the day. You know, even if you take it like, if I just do like a specific one, like in apartheid, and how people were classified, and you had things like the pencil test and things like that. So as your haren, as you know, dat your haren misschien gejudged die grap ook het geval is huis toe, daar zit die pen nou vast. You know, then you classify it in one way. And I mean, as much as we love it, it's not, it was a traumatizing situation for people to go through. So if I went through that test, I don't want my child to go through that. So ik zal zeker maken my kind iemand met haren, zodat hulle nageslag nie deur sulke dinge kan gaan nie. So it's generational trauma. You know, so wat jy jou kind leer, ook aan die einde van die dag, basically shows how they're going to treat everybody else in society. If I'm judging you, my child hears. En so gaan het aan.
Definitely, and I think that's also a nice point that you're raising now. It's touching on like self-love for us, like growing up. Because I remember growing up, I didn't like my hair. I was at a colored chick growing up in the Western Cape, because that at the point that time I still lived in Cape Town, and I'm darker than everybody. Ik heb nog een cruisekop ook.
Verstaan jij?
En mijn pa wil niks hoor van relaxen. Niks. And the kids are teasing, and now you grow up with this, like you even hear it like from your aunties. Not just those. That's some never-minded comments. Yeah, those ones.
Wij gaan de commentaar. Hij zit vast.
Hij zit vast. And I remember even this one time, just thinking of, you know, how we as people, you know, teach our kids to not love their hair. This was before, you can see a young bokkie. Now you can see a young bokkie, guys. So this was at a point where this was before GHDs and summary and what's this? And straighteners were normalized. So then, as was straight eister man. So then my cousin, she was a yaya.
This is where the traumatizing stories
You see,
everybody got a story.
And I never even thought about this, guys. But as you were talking, I'm realizing, kijk, ik was eindelijk getraumatized as a kind with my haren. And I thought I had the ugliest hair, yo, guys. No. And because she had like long hair, but she also had like an afro like me. But hers, hers was longer. So they could flat iron it. And then like everybody was like making this bohai over this hair. Yo, ik was so kwaad die dag. I think I was grade 4 or grade 1. You
see?
I was so angry that day. I remember I cried there to back. Van ek het dat nou nie gevoel, ek het nou nie mooi nie. Hier kry sy dat nou al die attention. En sy waai nou net, you know, kids on. Wow, look at my hair, look at your hair.
Hy lekker stalks, they flat.
So I think maybe you should come talk to some people in my family. Maybe we also need some counseling.
Listen, also means I can't know that. No, but this is the thing. You know, like, you don't think about something like that until there is a space where you talk about it. You don't know until you know. You know? But there's lots of situations like that. And it's just important to have the conversations.
What was the wildest story you heard while you were doing your thesis?
The wildest?
Like, you never thought, like, nou het ek alles gehoor.
Going to the other side.
Going to the other side?
Yeah, let me explain. It's not wild. It was actually one story that I didn't think of here. So you were talking now about the word cruise, no? And obviously that's not very PC term. Maar obviously a lot of people are talking about the trauma that they went through because of their cruise. And there was one woman that said she was not liked by her friends because she had straight hair. And they didn't want to play with her because she had straight hair.
Ja.
And I didn't think of it going the other way.
Ja.
So sy het gesê, nee, hulle het gesê, jy kan nie met ons kom speel nie, want jy gaan nou, almal wil net met jou speel. And she still has that trauma towards her hair. And I was like, ek is jammer dat ek nog nooit so daaraan gedink het.
Ja.
Nee. You know? So we all have issues to deal with. But yeah, that was the one story that I did not expect.
So at that point you realized that it can go one of two ways.
Anyway, I mean, even we were talking about hair, and then plants came up, and you know the plants and the vegetables and fruit and things people used to eat, and hoe mense geëet het. Like people were speaking about their culture and their heritage, things that they didn't know. Wat mijn oma nog van mij geleerd het. Wat je moet op je haren sit, wat je moet op je vel sit, op je oren, altijd like that. So it's all of that things that just came out. Talking about one thing of how do you feel about this, and that's it. And het net uitgekomen. And people were doing navorsing. Praat zijn om een groentje, zijn leven nog, maar nog niet laat die geschiedenis en die ergens weggaan. So yeah, it was very important. It was a journey and all.
Definitely, you realize a lot of things on the journey, guys. But anyway, 17 minutes past the hours of 3 o'clock is definitely the time, guys. A lot of realizations are happening right here in the studio, guys. And in the spirit of realization and awakenings, guys, this next one that I'm going to be playing for you guys in the music break is by the one and only Jodas, and it is called Besef. So definitely enjoy and stay tuned.
Yes, our station,
our talent, our people.
Tidang Rugby.
Hey there, music lovers. Looking for a place to find all your music needs? Well, look no further than Tom's, the heart of music. At our Tom's Heritage Square and Belleville stores, you can shop guitars, drums and percussion, studio and home recording equipment, pro audio and DJ equipment, pianos and keyboards. We're also the Western Cape's only authorized dealers of Gibson and Epiphone guitars. Come visit us at 65 Clayton Street, Heritage Square, Cape Town, or 92 Edward Street, Tiger Valley, Belleville, and let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you find what you need.
Nou ek dink julle besef dit nie. Ek het besef mense kan nie lieg sonder dat hulle die game weggee nie. Ek het baie goed wat net in tyd het ek besef dis ek die nie.
More than an accurate picture of what you will one day become.
Van dat ek die goed besef het, viel het ek liewe biete. Op die 5de vloer van 'n 4 verdieping. Besef life is sieke biete. Ek het so in baie dinge gezoom dat ek vergiet het van die bigger picture. Ek het besef baie vies het ek gekry. Ek kom met tyd gesoek. Ek wil niemand se tyd morsie, want selle tyd mos ek myne ook besef dit. Besef die, hulle sê ek kon 'n skat myself, but ek besef dat ek rap kwyt. Moet nie nog sekkie. Ek voel soos Lionel, but ek is hier ritsie en life is bietjie messy. Ek het besef die pyn gaan nie weggie. Groot genoeg om te besef dat groot mense is nie altyd reggie. But I mean ook hulle is die reggie. Ek het besef ek kan nie 'n battle wen wat iemand anders veggie. Het raak die pressing, but ek inspire nog once die jong ladies. Gaan vra vir Jessie en nie net in die plekkie. My hele doel is om vir hulle te wys dat failure is 'n blessing. En daai sien met die, ek het besef dat ek nog nie als besef het wat ek moet besef nie. Worry. Hulle wil my afbring, gaan nie afkom nie, hulle moet maar op die dak klim. Hulle wil my afbring, gaan nie afkom nie, hulle moet maar op die dak klim. Hulle wil my afbring, gaan nie afkom nie, hulle moet maar op die dak klim. Hulle wil my afbring, gaan nie afkom nie, hulle moet maar op die dak klim. Hulle wil my afbring, gaan nie afkom nie, hulle moet maar op die dak klim. Hulle wil my afbring, gaan nie afkom nie, hulle moet maar op die dak klim. Hulle wil my afbring, gaan nie afkom nie, hulle moet maar op die dak klim. Hulle wil my afbring, gaan nie afkom nie, hulle moet maar op die dak klim.
Eerste rivier.
Our station, our talent, our people.
Die ding rukkie.
Dang Ruggy, guys. That song was by the one and only Jodas, and that one is called Besef. If you can hear my voice, it means that you are tuned into the best talk show on Radio East River. Ek vat die title. I receive it. On the leading internet radio station, none other than Radio East River, proudly sponsored by Cell C. The time right now is just 22 minutes after the hours of 3 o'clock, and we are just about wrapping up our conversation. And it wasn't baie lekker gesels. But as we're conversing, I just want to look at some of the comments that came through. We have a comment saying hashtag die ding ruggie. Love this conversation. Kai gangangs for everybody tuned in and that are still loving the conversation. So, Annalize, we haven't gotten to the main thing. The main thing. Can you please tell us a bit more about this exhibition that is happening currently?
You know, now, even talking about the thesis and coming back to the exhibition, the exhibition wouldn't really have happened if I didn't do my research and I didn't interview Lucretia. Yes. So I found Lucretia online and we started talking. You know, it was later like just add A and to some friend. You know, we had a lot in common. We were kind of on the same journey and you know, encouraging our people. And then after that we had a discussion because you know she owns the Kwena Art Institute. Yeah, that promotes like Khoi and San people and their art and their representation of themselves, and that was the most important thing. And that is how this exhibition came about, which is called The Evolution of Indigenous Art. So Iziko, or the building that this was, the exhibition is in, was established in 1825.
1825?
25. It is that young. Yeah. So you can imagine how the displays have looked there. You know, and it was the representation of our people that we were most concerned about. You know, and then that is how we came up with this concept. The last exhibition that was really done there with consultation with communities, opened in 2003. And we thought 20 jaar later, daar is zeker genoeg tijd om nog zo'n beetje voelbaar aan die plek te geven. And then we used the current exhibition and we brought in a lot of indigenous artists to, because the way people were displayed, or especially our people were displayed in museums, was not through their consultation. You know, I don't know if you know about the Bushman diorama that used to be at the museum.
No, I don't. Please tell me and the listeners out there what it is. They don't expose my age.
No, so the Bushman diorama was basically, it showed, you know, Bushman people in a very stereotypical way. And the diorama was, it was up, I think, about 60 years, if not more.
Yeah,
at the Iziko Museum.
Okay.
It came down through community consultation, through baie gemeenskap het gesê, you know, ons lyk nie so nie, ons het nie velletjies nie, ons loop nie so nie rond nie, ons koop daar by Pick n Pay and why must our people be on display next to animals and plants, you know, when you have a beautiful gallery and things like that there. So the diorama was taken down. They did a lot of talking with Mensa from the Western Cape to the Northern Cape. 2003 opened, and then this year was the first time in a while where we had, so you have rock art, and then you have indigenous communities now displaying art using the same spirituality as rock art. They use different formats, different formulas, different objects, but it still ties in with the ancient form of how our people used to express their art and their individuality and their spirituality. All of that is still the same. Ons lyk nie miskien soos julle wil hê ons moet lyk nie, maar ons is nog hier. And that is what the important part was about this exhibition, is to basically say ons is nog hier. En ons kan wys wat ons nog kan doen. So it was giving them that voice and that space, like with the thesis as well. Giving people that space is a very important thing. And having to have that discussion in a place where people felt, I don't know if you've been to the museum, a lot of means of, the building is very intimidating. And people that know the history of the building also don't feel like it's a place for me and you to go. So having that space in, having a child come run through the space and vra, Mommy, is that my oma se gesig? Is that my oma? For a child, because generally they'll run through and go to the dinosaurs. Having a sculpture of a woman that looks like your oma in that space was a vehicle for them.
Representation matters, yes.
Very important.
That's beautiful, man. And now, where exactly, for those people who don't know where the Iziko Museum is, can you just tell us where it is, what the operating times are, if there are any costs involved, and what they have to do if they want to go out and check this amazing exhibition?
Yeah, so it's at 25 Queen Victoria Street. It is the main museum. It's at the bottom of the gardens, Company Gardens, in the CBD. They open from 9 till 5, and I think it's 15 rand for children and 30 rand for adults. Maar as jy nie seker is nie, want ek is nie seker nie, because I think our prices actually went up now, they can go to our website as well, the Iziko website.
So that's Iziko Museums.
www.iziko.org.za.
Oh, vital. I know. Guys, I've seen, so I'm aware that Lucretia is currently undergoing moving process, moving the Kuna Art Institute. So is this art that is currently on display at Iziko, is this the art that was in the Kuna?
Yes. It was wonderful. And this is why I want the two of them there with me. So because like deciding on the artworks that you want to put in a space, like having sculptures of women and sculptures of art and all of these the representations, it was just beautiful because it came from the institute into the museum.
Guys, I wish I had more time. But I have to stop because the next show is about to start. And at least it's been amazing. It's been amazing chatting to you. For all those other people who think that you are just as amazing as I also think you are, how can they get a hold of you?
They can go onto our website. No, they can email me if they want to. And, you guys are welcome to give out my email address. And, I would encourage people to come and see the exhibition. And if they contact me, ons gaan 'n guided tour op doen. Because I would love to hear people's feedback on the exhibition as well.
Definitely, guys. Thank you so much, Kai Gangangs, like you always say, for joining me and for being a vital guest on Culture Talk. It's been amazing. And yes, guys, this is me, the Khoi Kween, signing out. Do not forget to catch me next week. Same time, same place. Die ding, ruggie. Enjoy.
Ons twee sal verstaan, soos die jare verby gaan. Ons sal skel en ons sal raas met mekaar, maar die liefde sal bly staan. Maar jy weet mos, jy is die een